In this video, you will learn how to create freeform payments in SAP S/4HANA using Fiori. So first of all, we click here on this button and we search for the application called Create Freeform Payment. Select this one. So before we start filling the screen over here, just for your information, a freeform payment in SAP is a method for processing manual outgoing payments independently of an automatic payment run or even specific open invoices. So with this freeform payment app over here, we can initiate payments without referencing to a vendor or customer invoice, often even without pre-existing master data. And once we post this freeform payment, another person must approve it first before a payment will be generated. So over here you can see the payee section where we can fill the information of our business partner who will receive the payment in the end. So we can either fill this here manually, or we can even click here on this button called Get Master Data, where we could now select a specific vendor or customer, and then the master data will be populated. For now, we'll do it here from scratch. So we'll just insert a name, test business partner, then a bank city region, as well as a bank key. Just select one. Then also a bank account. Now the system already prompts us here to the company code, so the posting data. We want to post the company code 1010 in our example, and then we can select the account to post this outgoing payment to. So either we can post to a GL account or even to a customer vendor account. For now, you leave it as is. We will say we want to post to a GL account. So we select the account. Let's just type in bank over here. This one is fine. We can provide an item text. The business area as well, but this is in SAP something which is obsolete in future releases. So we leave it as is. Let's just hit on enter to see what else we need to fill. You can see right now the system proposes here an IBAN. So we'll click on continue, that's fine. And then we need to provide a house bank and an account ID. Of course, this information must be stored beforehand in your system. If you want to know more about how to set up a house bank, then I will link you another video of mine in the description of this one. So make sure to check it out afterwards. We will select the account ID and that's basically it. Hit on enter again. So now we are forwarded here to the payment data. So our currency is euro in this example, and we want to pay an amount of 1,500 euro. We need to select the payment method, T in our example, and that's basically it. Now we have the option over here to click on this one to fill out even more information regarding our address details like that. And then just save it. Okay, despite that, we could insert here an account holder, but this is a free text field. And even store here a system if necessary. So in case that the payment should be initiated digitally and immediately, then we could store here the system and also the alias type to identify the payee's payment system. For now, we leave it as is. Let's scroll down a bit because over here, you can also see the value date and the posting date. Of course, we could adjust those dates. This one over here is the specific date on which our bank transaction here becomes effective for interest calculation or also cash management. So meaning that it represents when the money is actually credited. And please be aware that it could deviate from the posting date. Furthermore, we could provide a reference text. And over here on this side, we could mark here single payment. So when we hit this one, then this would define that the payment request is paid separately during the automatic payment transaction. Then we have here the payment method supplement. So we could write here an indicator, so to say, meaning that our checks in the end could be divided into several groups that are then subject to a number of different checking procedures in our company before being initiated, so to say. And we could insert here payment reference. So for now, this is fine. There is another one called additional, where we could even provide some more instructions, like here, for instance, that it should be an urgent payment, but this is rather an advanced topic. The same also counts for an SCP indicator, which is only relevant for certain countries. For now, this is fine. We could save the freeform payment, or we could click on payment. Let's do the latter one over here. You can see over here, this payment request was posted without being released for payment. So meaning that right now, it is still in an to be released status. Let's see where we could release this one. So releasing is done via the application called Process. Here you can see a filter bar. It's already filtered on our company code. And over here is our payment request. We can now click on this one to navigate into the details. And then you can see all the data that we filled before. As you can see over here, we can't edit it right now, but we could create a copy via this button if necessary. So this would then create a copy where we could edit the information if necessary. Looks quite of the same as the other one. We can now click on discard draft for now, navigate into it again. And Over here you can see two buttons. So we could either reverse it, so that this request is being reversed, or we could try to release it. Let's click on the latter one. We get this pop-up message. If we are sure that we want to release the payment request 65 in this case, we will click on release. And you can see we get an error message saying a second user must check and release the payment request. This is because we initiated a payment request and we can't release it with the same user. This is because there's a workflow, so to say. So meaning that another user must open this application process freeform payments and then release it. We will do this right now. So we will log on with another user and then we will release the payment. So I will just fast forward and log on with another user. You can see we are now logged in with the other user. Let's go again to the application called process freeform payments. This one over here. Now we will select the one that we just created with the other user. And now over here, we have the option to release it. So let's click on this one. The pop-up appears again. We will now click on release. And you can see the payment request was released, a payment run was started, and even the payment medium or our payment batch was created. So this was all done automatically. Let's check this now in the system via the application called Monitor Payments. Select this one. And over here, we can see the payment that was actually initiated with our payment run ID. So we can click over here on the payment document and click on Manage Journal Entries New. And then we can see the document posted in finance with our line items. So this is fine. We go back. And over here, we can also click on the payment run ID so that we can see the payment run that was initiated automatically by the system. And from there, for instance, we could click here on Menu, Environment, Payment Medium, DME Administration to download our payment medium. Last but not least, let's now take a look at what happens when we reject a payment request via our process freeforms payment app. Click on this one. We can see the payment request was created. Now we will log on with the other system user. Go again here to the process freeform payment app. Then we take the new payment request and this time we will hit here on reverse. Then we can say, okay, this was a wrong posting, for instance, hit on reverse, and we can see the payment request 66 was reversed. Now if we go back, hit here on go again, now you can see it can't be released anymore. And also a clearing journal entry was created with the number 66. And that's basically it. Okay, this marks the end of the video. I hope you liked it. If so, then please subscribe to my channel and activate the bell. Also make sure to subscribe to my Patreon, where we have a community chat and where I post lots of informative blog posts about SAP. The link is in the bio of my channel. Thanks a lot and see you next time.